Alrighty. Alrighty. They're all the beads. Go with that last set. Bada boom, bada bing. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Getting ready to seal this diamond painting that I did this week. So I'm gonna seal it. Alrighty. All right, so I'm going to be sealing this diamond painting with this diamond paint sealer. It doesn't take a whole lot to seal your paintings, but this is what I'm going to be using. And it comes with the sealer, and then it comes with this little silicone brush right here. And I'm going to use my Cricut brayer on it just to make sure that all of my diamonds are laying flat before I seal it. The last thing you want to do is seal it only to have a diamond kind of sticking up, right? Because then you're going to have it stuck in that position. So we're just going to use the brayer. And this is the diamond painting. And it has a gloss already to it. So this is not really for the gloss. This is really just to make sure that the beads stay in place. So when I hang this up, I don't have to worry about the beads coming, getting loose or falling off. And this one right here is one that I've already, show you one that I've already sealed. This one is already sealed. So this one is called The Girl with the Umbrella. I bought this one off of Amazon, but they also have this same one on the TikTok shop, so you can get it either or. And then it just has nothing on the back. So this one has already been sealed, and I have a frame that I'm placing them in. So I have these magnetic frames that I got from Amazon that I'm going to place them in. And they come with a little hang thing that goes on the back. So I cut off the white part, that goes all around. Let me see if I can get this over just a little bit. But anywho, you put them in your magnetic frame like that. And then they have this little hang tag that you'll put at the top here, and it will allow you to hang your painting wherever you want to hang that. All right, so just going to walk through the process here, and then I'm going to show you the next one that I'm getting ready to do. So we're just going to take and just put it all over your painting. That should be more than enough. And then you're just going to use your silicone brush just to kind of brush it all over the painting. And for me, when you brush it over a dry area, you can hear the silicone brush going over that dry area to me, which is an indication that there is no sealer there. Whereas when you brush it over the silicone or the diamond sealer, it just feels really smooth. So the goal is to get it all over the painting, or to get that sealer all over the painting. And then you want to let this dry for 2 hours, at least 2 hours. Put that down so y'all can see it. So like I said, it doesn't take a lot. If you get to an area and you can hear the silicone brush going over the diamonds, then that to me is an indication that you don't have any sealer there, because I'm going to stop talking so you can hear. You can't really hear anything. And that's because it's just the smoothness of the silicone brush going over that, the sealer. And I just do it a couple of times. I'm not going to add any more sealer because I think I'm good. I think I got all of them pretty covered. I might put some right here in this area. That looks like I might have missed a little bit. So just a little tad that I'm going to put down here on the corner. And we're just going to use our silicone brush to brush that in. Am I going? Yes, I am going to frame it. After it dries, I'm going to frame this one as well. I'm going to put it in one of those frames that I just showed you the other one is in. And those frames that I ordered, I got those from Amazon, and I think it came with like 18 frames. And they hold up to a 30 by 40. And the 30 by 40 is centimeters, not inches. And the other thing I like about this is it doesn't like just run loosely. So this is my second diamond painting, guys. I'm new at this, so I'm not experienced at all. And then once this dries, I'm going to cut off that white that you see at the top here. And it also has the white here at the bottom. I'm going to cut that off, but I just leave it on until my painting dries. So like I said, you're going to let this dry for 2 hours, at least 2 hours, and then I'm going to frame it. So some people may ask, why do you put the sealer on if you're going to frame it? I do that because you never know what's going to happen. Let's say if it falls off the wall for whatever reasons. All right. So if by chance it falls and it comes out of the frame, which it shouldn't, but stranger things have happened, then I just want to ensure that my diamonds are sealed. So I don't have to worry about, beads coming out or me missing beads. All right. I think that's good. So I am going to let this sit for 2 hours. And I'm going to put this one to the side, and then I'm going to show you the next one that I'm going to start on. So I can pick this up without worrying about it dripping. So that's what I mean about it doesn't run loosely. So we are going to allow that to dry. And this is the next one that I'm getting ready to do. I forgot that when I ordered these from Amazon that I had got 2 of them. So I thought that one that I just got finished sealing was the last one I had, which that one I got from Michael's. So the one that you just saw me seal, I got from Michael's. This one I got from Amazon. And so I'm going to show you what all comes in the kit here. So you have the grid here that tells you what each color should be. So this one has 1 through 9 in numbers, and then it starts at U and all the way down to F here. So it's not in alphabetical order on here, but it's just showing you your color combination right there. So you will match this with your canvas. All right. So that's that. And then when you open it up, one thing I like about this diamond art is it comes with everything you need. It doesn't come with that sealer, but it comes with everything you need to make your diamond painting. All right, so these are all of the supplies you're going to need. So each diamond set seems to come with your tray. It comes with your wax. This is so you can put it on your stylus to kind of, give you some cushion because you're, using these things for so long. And then they have a few little bags in there, not enough to write home about, but anywho, that's what comes in here. And then you have your drills. All right, these are your diamond beads. So they're not real diamonds, guys. But they, as you can see, have your numbers on them. So your numbers are like right there, or it's going to have an alpha character. So these are all numbers on the front. So all of your diamonds are in here. So if you're interested in getting started or learning how to do diamond art, I used to be the first one to say never, 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 because I don't like dealing with little small pieces. But after I decided to do the first one, I fell in love. So I'm hooked now, y'all. And I just spent $200 on diamond paintings. So I'm excited to get my other diamond paintings. But this is the one that I'm getting ready to do now. This is smaller than the other two. This one is a 35 by 35. So it'll show you your size in centimeters here. So this one is a 35 by 35. And again, it has your guide here to follow, and it has it on each side. All right. So when you open this, or when you receive your canvas is going to have this plastic coating on the top, and that's to keep your canvas sticky, because your canvas is actually sticky, and that's to allow for your beads to stick. So when I put my finger on here, my finger sticks to the canvas, as you can see there. So I like to work in small areas. So the area that I'm working on, I'll pull back the film just for the area that I'm working on, and then I'll start to lay down my drills in place. So one of the things that I'm finding is that if you decide that you want to order these, always read the reviews on them, guys, because some people that have ordered them before will share with you if they had drill bits that were missing. That's these. And if they didn't have enough of these to finish their painting. I like to keep the paintings that I've done. I'm keeping those just in case. I might have a color that I can use somewhere else. But I do see some people say that they didn't get enough drill bits to cover their painting. Now these little bags, these are so you can put your diamonds in and reuse without them falling out of the bags. I probably won't use these because they're so little, y'all. I probably won't use those. I have some bigger bags that I ordered off of Amazon. So these are the bags that I use. So I'll probably just use these. Those little bitty ones I don't think I'll use. But when I first got my first one, which was the girl with the umbrella, I saw this little wax and I was like, this little wax is not going to allow me to cover this whole thing. Y'all, this is more than enough wax to do your painting. Trust and believe, it does not take a whole lot. Now, when you get ready to do it for the first time, you do want to stick your stylus. You do want to stick it in the wax and just kind of turn it around in there a couple of times. That's the first time you use a stylus. But after you've used that stylus, a little bit goes a long way. So just put your wax on there and you're good to go. Now, they look the same, but I don't know. This was from the previous one. that I just sealed. So this was the stylus that came with that one. And this one worked really, really well. So this looked like the one that came similar to the one that came with the girl with the umbrella, which I didn't really like that much. But I have since then ordered me some new stylus, and the kind that will allow you to I call it multi-plot. So you can lay, like 3 or 4 drills at one time instead of one by one. This is a great pastime project, guys, to do. Let's say you're binge watching something on TV. This is something good to put your series on and start doing this. Okay. I would say only do like an hour or so at a time. And the reason I say that is because it can be taxing on the body because you're down in this position, leaning over. So you're not sitting up straight. So you're leaning over. It's going to wear on your neck, your hand, your arm, all that good stuff. So like 1 or 2 hours is enough. And it goes by really fast. It seemed like, it may take forever. Now, like I said, this one is smaller. The last 2 I did in less than a week. But keep in mind, I live my life. So I wasn't just diamond painting. And I do work 10 hours a day, Monday through Thursday. So in my spare time, I would diamond paint while I was watching TV. Or if I was just sitting and wanted quiet time, I would start diamond painting. Or if I was listening to some gospel music, I would diamond paint. All right. So good pastime to do diamond painting. And these things, guys, they come really large. So in the ones that I ordered, I got some 50 by 50 centimeters, which I'm super excited about. And then I got one that has it's like a set that you put up on the wall. So I have this whole wall over here where this TV is that I'm going to be filling up with these diamond paintings. So that's why it's important to me that I do frame them. All right. So, for those that may be on here that are new to diamond painting, I'm just going to plot a couple of them just so you can see how easy it is. And I'm going to fill my stylus so you can see how easy that is. And you can get these diamond art paint sets. You can get them at, I think Walmart sells them online. I don't know if they sell them in store, but I do know that you can get them online. You can get them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And then also Amazon and also the TikTok shop. Now the TikTok shop will probably blow you away with some of the ones. They have some really beautiful black art out there in diamond paintings. So I can't wait until I get all my diamond painting sets in so I can at least show you guys what all I got, because a girl gonna be diamond painting for life. I'm gonna be diamond painting for life, y'all. All right, so when you open up your drill bits, you can see they just are never ending. But you will take and you're going to match whatever number, alpha character, or what have you. You're going to match that up to wherever that is on your canvas. All right. So when you first get your stylus, your wax has a plastic coating over it. And that's to keep it where, it doesn't dry out. So you're just going to take your stylus and you're going to stick it into the wax. And then I just kind of roll my stylus around. And then I'm going to do it again. And again. And just one more good time for the road. So you want to do it a couple of times the first time you use that stylus, okay? After you use that stylus, you're going to use very little wax. And you know when you need to reuse the wax, because when you go to pick up one of your drill bits, it's not going to pick it up. All right. So now that we have that done, I'm going to look at a section that'll make sense to kind of start so you guys can see here. So I'm going to start up here with these J's right here. I'm going to start with those J's. So being that the case, you're going to look through. These are all numbers. So we know J is not in that. So let's take a look at our alpha characters. All right, so we got our alpha characters. You're going to go through and let's see. It must be some alphas on that other one because these are numbers. Let's take a look again. All right, so number. Let me look back at my grid. So J is 17. Okay, so this one is different. Let me explain it to you. So here, where it says number one is 1, number 2 is 2, so on and so forth. But when you get to the alpha characters, they're also numbers. So there's no alpha characters on the bag. So J, when we look at J is number 17. So we're going to be looking for bag number 17. And that's where we will find our J color. So bag 17. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to open this up. Let's see. All right, so we got J here. So they give you the little baggies because once you open their bag, you can't reclose this unless you're using tape, and you're going to waste a lot of tape trying to reclose these. So it's better just to get the baggies, but I'll show you here with one of their little baggies. Jesus, these things are so little. I could totally see making a mess with these, but let me see if I can pop that open. So I would pop open that baggie, and then I would take and put those diamonds inside that little baggie. All right, y'all, I'm gonna make a mess. There we go. So put them in there. Now, the reason I like to use the bigger baggies is because I cut off the front part of this and stick it into the baggie, and that way I can keep up with what number or color this is for, right? So I'm gonna take my little tray and I'm just gonna put a couple of beads in there, and I'll plot these few little beads just so you guys can see how to do it. I do not recommend doing this on carpet, guys, because if you, for whatever reasons, accidentally waste your beads, you're gonna have a hard time getting these out of carpet, okay? So I like to really do this in my craft room because my craft room has hardwood floors. So I would take the front part of that original bag and put this inside. That way I can keep up with what number it is. And I told y'all that's why I don't like using these little bitty bags, because they are not for me and my nails. All right, so I would just put that down in there, and then make sure you close this bag, because if you pick these up and you don't have it sealed, you're gonna have beads everywhere. So make sure that you do close them. All right, then once you close them up, you're gonna take your little tray here, and you just want to kind of shake it from side to side, because you want to get those little drill bits, those little diamond beads. You want to get them to where they're all individually laying flat on their back, and you only want to place them on their back. All right, so I would take and peel back just the area that I'm working on and get me a little bead on there and go ahead and place it down on your canvas. And try to get them as centered as possible, because when you get closer to laying other beads next to them, you don't want to have it to where the bead won't fit because you're all over the little line. And once you get the bead on there, guys, you can move it around So you don't have to be perfectly, laying it on there when you get it on there the first time, but you can kind of move it around once you get it to your canvas. So like here, I can just kind of move that over. So I would lay the first couple of little drill bits. And like I said, guys, it is so relaxing and calming to do this project. And if you're a crafter and you do like vinyl, and when you're weeding vinyl and you get that calming and relaxing feeling when you're laying vinyl, this is the equivalency of that. All right. So I'm just gonna clean these up a little bit. I did order a ruler that's supposed to help you with getting them on straight. So we'll see how that goes. But here you can see I've laid some of the J's on there, and you would just continue to go. And like I said, I don't peel off the entire plastic. I only peel off just a little area where I'm working at. But you would continue to lay your colors down. So put it right there so you can see, but they're laying on their back, and you can tell visually when they're not laying on their back. And so you want to go after the ones that are actually laying on the back. And not all diamond paintings are the same. Some are going to be like this plastic film or plastic canvas, and then some of them are a fabric type of canvas. So, and you can see how the stylus is picking them up really easy, and that's because we got that wax in there really good that first go round. So if you ever go to pick up a bit and it doesn't pick up, then that's an indication that you need to put more wax. But this wax is gonna go a long time before I need to put my stylus in the wax again. All right. So get that last J on here. So like I said, I didn't think I would enjoy doing this because it's little pieces and I don't like working with little parts. But I have fallen in love with this, and they turn out so pretty. Now, all of these came from the very same little packet, but that one definitely does not look the same color. So that would be one con for me from buying from this seller, is that the drill bits are not the same color, because that is not the same ivory looking color as these. These kind of look white, and this one looks kind of yellow-ish. So I'm going to take this one out and replace it with one of these. But anywho, that is how you do it. So I just wanted to jump on because I had did a live earlier when I was working on the girl with the bird. I had did a live and I told people when I got ready to seal it, I would come back on. So I wanted to do that. And since I realized I had my next painting, I decided to kind of show those that may be interested in doing diamond painting, how easy it is to get started. And they come smaller than this, guys. You can get them really, really small. So if you want to start with a small one that's smaller than this, just to kind of get your feet wet, I would highly recommend that. But for me, I wanted to kind of, I mean, this is not the biggest, like I said, but I wanted to go a little bit bigger. And the one that I got from Michael's was like $6, $6 or $7, somewhere in there. So they're not expensive. So you can find them, especially on TikTok Shop. They got so many on there that's like $3 and $4. So if you're on TikTok, I would say, go for it. I just realized that this thing has a multi on that side. So you can stick this back into your wax and it will allow you, it looks like it might pick up like 2 or 3 diamonds at one time. I just realized that it had the multi on that side because the other one I have, it doesn't have the multi plotter. So this one you can only do 1 diamond or 1 bead at a time. And this one, it looks like now. I might have to test that out on my own, but it looks like what those look like when you have multi, where you can do multi, but it's plastic, so I don't know how good it'll work. But anywho, guys, that's all I was coming on to do, was to just introduce you to diamond painting, if that's something that you're interested in. And if not, then don't worry about it. But you can see what it takes to get started with diamond painting. Now, what I haven't decided is what I'm going to do with the excess beads, because the two that I've done so far, you do end up with a lot of excess beads because they do give you more beads than you need. I guess just in case for whatever reasons you lose some or dropped it in the carpet. Like I said, don't try not to do. But you have a lot of extra beads left over. So that would be my only thing, is what to do with all these extra beads, because Lord knows I don't need another bunch of craft supplies that I'm not using. So there we have it. That's the J's. That look better now without that one color that was in there that wasn't supposed to be. And you just keep going until you have completely covered up your entire canvas, and then you can seal it. Now, I won't be able to use the frames that I have for this one because this is a 35 by 35 and my frames are for 30 by 40. So I'll have to find another way to frame this one, or I might, depending, I can always go to Amazon and see if they have a 35 by 35. But that's only if I decide I want to do more 35s by 35s. All right. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. And when I get closer towards the end, I'll come back on and show you guys what the finished product look like. But thank you guys so much for jumping on and sharing this little bit of time with me. And I'll see you guys the next time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right. Bye, guys.